Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing my perfume diaries video, and I'm going to be sharing all of the fragrances that I have been wearing this month. I am a little late with the perfume diaries, so I am filming one today, and then there will be another one shortly after so that I can update you guys on all of the fragrances in my perfume tray. So if you are interested in all of the fragrances that I have been wearing, the body care, lotions, and all of that, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off with what I use when I get out of the shower or what I've been using lately. I did want to mention this really quickly. I tried this product out for my face at first, and this is from Prequel. This is the multi-acid milk peel. So I bought this because I wanted to try it out for exfoliating my face. It was way too strong for that, so I was about to get rid of it, but then I saw on TikTok a lot of girls that are using this to exfoliate their body. So I went ahead and added it to my little tray in the bathroom, and I have been doing it maybe once a week now. I'm trying not to do it too much since I'm not used to doing a lot of body exfoliating, but I figure it can definitely take a little bit more strong products than for my face because my body hasn't really had a reaction or anything, and it really gets rid of like little bumps, blackheads. It was really nice, and I just put this on like a milky toner after I get out of the shower, and it's going to exfoliate your entire body. So if you have maybe like roughness around your elbows, maybe even on your feet, on your knees, on your thighs, or if you get bumps on your arms, this will help exfoliate all of those things. So this has glycolic acid, it has mandelic, lactic, it has enzymes, it has squalane, and it's not just any glycolic acid. This has 15%, so it's pretty strong. All right, up next for body care, I have been using 4 products on rotation non-stop. So I did get a small sample of the Amika new body butter. So this is the Big Embrace smoothing whipped body butter, and I wanted to try out the sample size before I decided if I wanted to buy it in full size, and this one is very airy. Imagine not whipped cream, but like a foamy, moussey body butter. It has a very different, more lightweight consistency. It doesn't feel as thick, and it just blends into the skin as soon as you put it on, and it has this very like spring perfect kind of a little bit floral type of scent, kind of musky at the same time, but it's not too strong at all, and it just smells feminine, and I really like it. It doesn't leave the body too greasy or too oily. I also have been using this one so much because I do want to get into my saltier one, and I feel like the saltier one is a dupe for the one that I'm going to talk about right now. It's more affordable. You can get more products with the same scent, so I'm just trying to get through this one because I know that once I try the saltier one, I'm probably just gonna stick to that line. But this is from Way, and I have been using this with pretty much almost all of my perfume combos. This one is in the St. Bart's scent, and that scent is super tropical, perfect for vacation. It makes me think of like cruises. It smells so good. It's almost like a fruity cocktail on vacation. That's kind of what I think of, like the sun, the beach, a good drink. It smells so good, refreshing, tropical. So I have been reaching for this one, and I do want to finish this one before April is over because I have been having so much fun finishing up my products and giving you guys updates. So yeah, those are the 2 body butters that I'm using. As a lotion, I think as a family, because everyone loves using this one. Even my father-in-law and mother-in-law, when they come over and they smell this lotion, they always tell me how much they love it. Like all of them fell in love with this scent, and I'm pretty sure just everyone does. It's such a popular scent, and this is from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Body Baralada Vitamin Infused Lotion. I like that it comes with a pump, so when you get out of the shower, it's not messy, it's easy to apply. And this has that Sol de Janeiro original scent that they came out with, the Cheirosa 62 scent. So I have always described this scent as like a scent that you can use all year, because when fall time comes around, there are kind of gourmand notes in here that makes it smell sweet, that makes it smell perfect for fall. But then when summertime comes, that pistachio and like those just musky kind of like vanilla notes just make you think of like being tan, being on vacation. So this is perfect for summertime as well. But I have really just been loving it, and I accidentally made a layering combo with this one that I fell in love with, and it lasted all day, which is super hard for me to get a scent combo to last more than a couple couple hours here. It is so hard. So I have really been liking this. I think we are about to be done with it. I usually keep this one by a little entrance table that I have right by the garage. This next product I have been using so much. After I do my body butter, after I do everything, this is kind of like a finishing touch. And this is from Rare Beauty. This is the Fine Comfort Hydrating Mousse to Oil. My bottle came all banged up and I hate to look at that, but whatever. I like the concept of this because it comes out as a foam texture, so it feels again pretty lightweight and easy to spread into the skin. But look at the glow and shine. It does have a strong jasmine scent if I smell it like straight up to my hand. I'm not a fan of jasmine. That's probably the floral that I like the least, right up there with gardenia. But I will say that when I have it on my body, even on my chest, it doesn't bother me. It's just if I smell it directly. So I like to just use this more as like a moisturizing glowy look for my chest and my shoulders. I really like to do that. For example, today that I'm wearing this shirt, I would put this around here. And it's just so easy to work into the skin. You get this really pretty glow. So this is a product that I have been enjoying also to layer with pretty much anything that I put on when I get out of the shower. All right, so let's get into the perfume. So I'm going to update you guys on one that I was very excited to wear. And this one is Versace Bright Crystal, which is a old perfume. But I have very specific memories with this fragrance here. I used to always get the perfume sampler from Sephora since I can way back years ago. It's been probably like 9 years of me getting the perfume sampler, and this was one that was almost always around that time. It was always one of the ones on there, but I was never able to pick the full size on that voucher because no matter how much I loved the scent, it smelled cooling and refreshing and so pretty and girly. But when I was living, for example, in Miami and Puerto Rico, all those places, I would just get the biggest headache with this perfume. But I noticed that living here in Arizona, where it's dry, it's desert, a lot of the notes and fragrances literally disappear. And I have noticed that I've been using more strong perfumes, or perfumes that maybe could have bothered me in other places don't bother me that much here because the notes don't really stick around as long. So this works so good for me here. I wore it already a couple times and it has lasted me all day. So this one's actually in the group that lasted the longest because I'm gonna start off with longevity this time. We're gonna talk about the ones that lasted the longest down to the one that just doesn't last here. So yeah, Versace Bright Crystal was very long lasting. It felt super refreshing, very girly, and it just didn't get as sharp or screechy as it used to get in other places that I lived. I think this has like yuzu, it has like water notes and florals. It's really nice. It's super feminine. If you like very girly scents, put together, shampoo-y, clean, refreshing perfumes, this is such a beautiful one. Now up next, I am in love with this perfume. It lasts all day long. If I spray it, let's say I spray it in my bathroom downstairs and then I come back like hours later, my bathroom smells like I lit a candle in there, like I have some type of wallflower or something in there, and it's from this perfume. So far I have had very good luck with this perfume and I was very excited when I first showed it to you guys. This is L'Or Sublimity. So not only do I love the bottle so much, but honestly this is like the ocean or just like tropical vacation in a bottle for me. When I described this, I described it as literally a day in the beach. Not just one specific scent, but literally like the sand, being on a boat, the ocean water, salty, the breeze. It's literally everything you would smell during a beach day, even a tiny little bit of sunscreen. But to me, it's not bad at all. This is done so beautifully. And I think the closest fragrance that I've had in my collection to this would be Replica's Beach Walk, which was another one that I really loved. But I would say maybe this one has a little bit less of the cologne-y touch that Beach Walk has, but they're very similar in my opinion. Also reminds me of Nest. There was one that Nest had that was also like a beachy scent, and it's kind of giving like those vibes. So there's like this warmth in here. It kind of feels like, I don't know, like you just got like the best tan ever and just smells like beach and ocean. It's such a good one. Now the combo that I accidentally came up with, I just could not stop smelling myself after I put it on. So I was just so in love with this perfume, but one day I came back from the gym, took a shower, and when I got out of the shower, I put on the Sol de Janeiro lotion, and then I just went in with this perfume. You guys, these two together, if this is already a vacation and this makes me think of like a cruise, hotels, vacation, Just imagine them together. I was ready to get up from my desk and just get on a plane and go to somewhere that has a beach. Like, I was just like, oh my god, this smells like just bathing suits, beach, tan. And if you have these two products, try them together and let me know how you like them. But long lasting as heck. Really, really, really happy with that one. All right, up next I'm going to talk about the ones that were kind of like a medium longevity. They weren't super long lasting, but then they didn't just wear off right away. And I love all of these. I know that they perform better than they are performing here. So I'm going to start off with my all-time favorite MAC Turquatic. I wore this one a few times. Actually, I wore this one like 3 or 4 days in a row. I really, really love this one. I will say the longevity here is not the best. I feel like I used to be able to smell this way more when I lived in more humid places. Here, I feel like it's a little bit more like I could pick up more of those other notes like woodiness, citrusy. It's still one of my favorites. This is like a mermaid in a bottle for me. It's a little salty feeling, fresh, aquatic, a little woody, citrusy. It's very unique. I feel like there's not many perfumes that smell like this. So right now, it's not going to get like the best longevity, but it's not his fault. I'm not going to be mad at my MAC Turquatic. This is one of my all-time favorite perfumes, especially for spring and for summertime. Up next, I have also been reaching for my Dead Cool Milk quite a bit. This one is kind of like, for me, what I would consider a neutral perfume. This is not floral. This is not fruity. This isn't too spicy or anything like that. It's literally a splash of like that bergamot in the opening. For these days right now where I just can't do too many smells and a lot of things bother me, this is smelling amazing. If you want to smell good, maybe you're a nurse, maybe you have allergies, maybe you get headaches, maybe you like to smell good, but you don't want it to come off as like perfume. You don't want it to be so aggressive. You just want to smell nice, fresh, clean to add on to your fresh laundry, your shower that you took. This is the best ever. This kind of makes me think of like super fresh, clean sheets at a hotel or something, like super fresh without it being laundry, without it being soap. I love it. I love it. This is one of my all-time favorites, and I wish that it lasted longer again, but I am not holding it against them because it is not their fault. Up next, I've also been reaching for Giorgio Armani Acqua di Gioia, and this one does not last as long here either as I remember it lasting, but I'm so happy that I brought it back into my collection. I've had this one for years. I remember the first time I got this one was when we were in lockdown, so it was like 2019 or 2020. 2020 is when I got it, I think. This one is citrusy. There is mint in here, so it's very cooling and refreshing as well. Perfect for hot weather. It's like a sporty scent. I see it more as like jeans and a t-shirt or shorts and a tank top. Just sporty, casual, running errands. It smells so good though, and I would wear it to go out too. It's a beautiful perfume, but it's definitely more on the fresh side. If you love fresh perfumes, I feel like this one is kind of like a must-have, a staple to have in a collection of like freshies, because it's just that. It is minty, refreshing, it is citrusy, and just like a breath of fresh air. So good. I love this one too. I've also been reaching for Athena's Love Letter, just randomly if I'm walking out of my room or if it's nighttime, I'm gonna go pick up my girls from school or something. I've just been kind of like reaching for this, and Love Letter has notes of velvety iris, pink pepper, and creamy woods, which is not really something I would go for, but it smells so good. You know why I like it is because usually this type of sun DNA, iris, pink pepper, creamy woods, it's usually made in a way where it's super intense, and usually they just don't work for me. They get too woody. This is perfection because I can enjoy the scent DNA without feeling like I'm getting choked, without feeling like maybe I'm just too sensitive to scents, so the super strong ones smell even stronger. But this to me smells great. Like I can pick up on those notes. Pink pepper, pink rose, there's pear in here. It's so good. There is like this fruitiness in here. There's iris, there's muguet, there's watery jasmine, amber musk, and creamy woods. And I did go to the store the other day to look at the other ones of this, and there was like one or two that caught my attention, but I wasn't sure because they were definitely more on the floral, like spring bright side. So yeah, This one I have been loving. I love this line of body mist. Almost every single one that I've tried has been really nice, and they're not too strong, but they're also not weak. They're perfect in between for a body mist. I can use this on my hair. Now the last two that I'm going to mention, I really like these, but they don't last here at all, and I'm just going to keep them in my collection because I have worked pretty big dents into them. They have been favorites in other places that I have lived. So first I have Sugarful Sunshine by Michelle Germain. This has been a favorite. If you've followed me for a while, you know that this is one that when summer comes around, ever since Puerto Rico, I have raved about this scent. It does have a dent because this is a pretty big bottle. What I've always loved about this perfume is that it is the perfect pineapple in my opinion. I'm getting kind of like that pineapple soda vibe where it's a little bit fizzy, but then there's this something in here that's sexy, and it dries down with a little bit of a sexiness to it. It doesn't dry down to like juvenile body mist smell. It smells like a very nice summer pineapple perfume. Just does not last. Barely. If I can get this to last a couple hours here, I'm lucky. Now this one I have kind of gone back and forth over how it performs, but then somehow I'm pretty much like halfway with the bottle. The scent is just so good. And this one is Juliet Has a Gun Pear Ink. As you can see, we are like up to right here, so I am halfway done with this one, and this is literally a juicy pear. I've had moms sometimes ask me like, what would you recommend for a teen daughter that's getting into perfumes, and for some reason I always bring this one up because it has that juiciness that you will find in body mist and that light hearted vibe. It doesn't feel too sexy, it doesn't feel too mature, but then it feels a little bit more grown than using a body mist. So I feel like this one's perfect for that, but it's also just perfect for a hot day, for a spring day, for a day that you're running errands and you just want to smell put together and really nice, but have a little bit of like a fruity juiciness, like a sweet touch to it. Almost feels fresh and aquatic also because it feels juicy. It's such a pretty perfume, and I wish that it lasted longer on me. Here I will spray it, and I promise you that if I could smell it for like 15 minutes, it's a lot. But I love the scent, and it's just where I live. So that brings me to the end of today's perfume diaries. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you have any of these fragrances and how you're liking them, how you're using them, what you layer with them. Cannot wait to chat with you. Thank you so much for spending some girl time with me today. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm